All right, everybody. Welcome back for another one. And I wanted to take some time to share with you guys another amazing update here coming from Nash Exchange, right? So they keep it coming this month, and I thought it was time to actually make a video to talk about what all they've brought to the table. So they posted today, Nash is integrating with Avalanche. AVAX fiat markets will soon be available on Nash with just 1% fees. Later in Q2, Avalanche will also incorporate our fiat gateway directly into its web wallet and platform. So coming over to the profile as they shared with us. Avalanche is an open source platform for launching decentralized finance applications and enterprise blockchain deployments in one interoperable, highly scalable ecosystem. It launched in September of 2020 as the first smart contracts platform that can confirm transactions instantly, support the entirety of the Ethereum development toolkit, and enable millions of independent validators to participate as full block producers. In addition to supporting sub-second finality, Avalanche is capable of throughput orders of magnitude greater than existing blockchain networks, with 4,500 plus transactions per second, and with safety thresholds well above the 51% standards of other networks. This high performance has empowered rapid growth on the platform. Since a bridge connecting Avalanche and Ethereum launched in early February, smart contract activity on the platform has boomed. In that time, smart contract transactions have increased by 1,279% to over 750,000, and unique wallets increased by 1,991% to top 45,000. All right. Goes on to talk about the token and what it's used for, but it's basically like most of them, right? Used to secure the network through staking, pay fees, provide peer-to-peer transactions, and so on, right? But what makes Avalanche's consensus protocol unique? So basically, over a 45-year history of distributed systems, there have only been three approaches to consensus: classical, Nakamoto, and Avalanche. In the wake of Nakamoto's work, the world still wanted a protocol with all of the benefits of Nakamoto consensus: robustness and decentralization, and all the benefits of classical consensus: speed, scale, quick finality, and energy efficiency. Avalanche combines these properties into a new protocol that attacks scaling, security, and speed at the absolute foundation of decentralized networks. Avalanche consensus shows that you can have the best of both classical and Nakamoto without the downsides that come with either class of protocol. All right. So basically, according to this Medium article, right, if you want to check it out, I will put the link in the description and read the whole thing. But they just go on basically to indicate that Avalanche consensus is the biggest breakthrough since Nakamoto, similar to what Nash is claiming on their profile for Avalanche. So just thought I would bring this to your attention because the Nash is integrating with Avalanche, and over time, I'm certain that's going to allow anything built on top of Avalanche to be available on the Nash exchange. It's also going to lower the fees, trading fees for DeFi as well. And over time, I'm certain that that will allow for any of these dApps that are being built on Avalanche to be traded on the Nash exchange, right? Over time, as you can see, a lot of the Ethereum developers are porting over to Avalanche because they've made it easy to do so. I feel like this one is kind of sailing under the radar, although the token itself has went up about tenfold in just a month or so since all this started happening. But anyway, still probably a sleeper. I mean, Cardano's valued at like 40 billion compared to Avalanche being only about 4 billion. Well, if the goal is to steal projects from Ethereum, Avalanche is already doing that. All right, a little off topic there, but as you can see, Nash keeps doing work, and I showed you before just a few weeks ago, right? So they also are doing exactly the same thing with Aave. You know, they're going to incorporate their fiat gateways into the web wallet and platform of Aave as well. But you will also have Nash integrating Aave's technology to build easy to use crypto earnings products. All the DeFi stuff that Aave has to offer will be available on Nash as well. So, overview for those of you that don't know, the Aave protocol enables users to earn interest on deposits and borrow digital assets. Interest rates for depositors are determined by market supply, borrowing demand. Deposits in Aave are tokenized as Aave interest-bearing A tokens, which increase in balance every second directly in your wallet. Most loans through Aave are over-collateralized, meaning a borrower must put up more in collateral in one asset than the value of the asset they are borrowing. As long as borrowers have enough collateral to maintain their loan position, they can pay back their loan at any time. Right, so the Aave protocol features access to flash loans, a type of uncollateralized loan building block designed for developers, and Aave also allows depositors to delegate a credit line to a borrower who can borrow against it without needing to put up any collateral of their own. As I mentioned here, Aave is one of the fastest growing DeFi protocols and is receiving attention from consumers and institutions alike. So as Nash continues to do all this stuff, starting to see a bigger picture of what I didn't even know was expected to come from this exchange, right? So I could see this later on down the road being a one-stop shop, right? Nash has the fiat gateways because they did things right. They register it as a security. They require KYC, AML, right? But that's just this is going to be your fiat on-ramp essentially, right? But within the platform, once you provide your KYC, AML, all that good stuff, then you'll be able to have access to the Uniswaps and the Aaves, right? The Avalanche, all of these different blockchains or dApps, anything in existence can all be within Nash website, right? So I think that this will be massive, right? As it continues to grow, so will the volume. And I've shown you this before, but if you're new, first time watching, and you haven't heard of Nash before, this is what makes Nash unique, right? It's the only crypto in existence that does something like this, right? So you essentially own shares of the exchange when you buy a token and stake it away, right? And you reap the benefits of doing this, right? So you get paid dividends off of every single crypto that is traded on the platform. So think of it as owning like a broker dealer, like a Robinhood or something like that. You own shares of Robinhood and you reap the revenues of all the trading fees that occur on the exchange. But in this instance, you get paid in the form of whatever crypto is traded. So if people trade Ethereum on there, you get a little bit of Ethereum. If they trade some Aave, you get a little bit of Aave. You get it, right? But as it continues to grow in volume right now, right? 1,000 NEX only costs about $2,500 right now. But over time, if you can start to see some volume, like Coinbase, obviously that's a reach, at least for years to come, I would say. But hypothetically, if you're getting Coinbase Pro volume, you would get $3,250 a month in dividends paid to you in crypto for just owning $2,500 of Nash at current prices, right? So this will continue to drive the price of Nash up over time too, because in order to get these fees paid to you, you have to lock your Nash away, and it is literally locked. So if you wanted to get paid the maximum amount of fees possible, you would have to lock it for 2 years, and you cannot get them back for 2 years. Staking for 24 months will give you a fee reward of 75%, right, of all the fees that occur on the platform according to your NEX that you own, right? If you want to lock up only for a few months, then you're only going to get a little bit of the fees, right? So the more fees you want, the longer you got to lock it. Well, if people are happy with the platform and they're locking their shares away, basically, then there's not going to be any in circulation. So that's going to drive the price up. All right, so enough for that. That's about all I got for you. But here on the back end too, talking about Avalanche. Well, if you guys are in the Flare and the XRP community, well, if you don't know, Flare is the world's first Turing complete federated Byzantine agreement network, and the nodes run the Avalanche consensus protocol with a key adaptation to the FBA consensus topology. All right, just wanted to point this out real quick because Avalanche with this breakthrough consensus, well, Flare is using it, right? And Flare is bringing XRP or smart contracts to the XRP ledger, right? So this is how you're going to have the same kind of consensus with the XRP ledger and smart contracts, 4,500 plus transactions per second and so on, sub-second finality, and safety thresholds well above 51% standards of other networks. So Flare is bringing exactly all of that to XRP ledger for those of you that didn't know what Flare is. All right, that'll wrap it up for today. Hope that was informative. As always, please like and subscribe, share with your friends and family, and stay tuned for the next one. Thanks.
The only problem you're gonna have is that you didn't buy more.
Paper money is going away.
Yes.
And crypto is a far better way to transfer value than pieces of paper. That's for sure.
Without a doubt.
That has its pros and cons.
Just to clarify, Tesla's not going to start selling Bitcoin anytime soon.
No, we're not.
Okay, you heard it here first, even though everyone thought that.
Yeah, right.